Welcome guys to Saturday Sickener. Got a lovely little partner WOD for you to get stuck into here. Fairly long workout as well, probably looking at maybe 40 minutes, maybe longer, maybe 50 minutes, something like that. Okay, so a long partner workout for you to work with. Going to be doing 8 rounds in total, alternating exercises. Okay, so what that means, as a rough estimate, you might be looking at decent pace, maybe a minute per exercise, something like that. So a minute of work, a minute of rest, alternating with a partner. Okay, so yeah, 8 rounds. So movements, we've got 200 meter run to start, so that can easily be subbed if you've got some cardio equipment for equivalent distance there, or double distance on bike. Okay, so your 200 meter run, so partner 1 would do that. Okay, and then rest while partner 2 does this second movement, 20 thrusters. Okay, then we're back to partner 1, they'll go 20 overhead walking lunges. And then partner 2, we've got either 20 pull-ups if you've got access to them and you're comfortable with your pull-ups for that volume. If you have got access to them, you can scale the volume on there, maybe if 20 is like a pretty high number for you. Or we could go with some form of rows, so either a bent over row with like dumbbell, kettlebell, barbell, or like a body weight row if you've got somewhere to do that, like a table or something solid that you can get under and do like a ring row, pulling yourself up. Okay, so 20 reps on there for your like your pulling movement, pull-ups or rows, and then 20 burpees to finish the round. So that'll be partner 1. We'll come back to that. Will finish the round. That's 1 full round there. And then you come back the next round, you do the opposite exercises to what you did in the first round. So partner 2 would start, and partner 1 would do thrusters, etc. Okay, so that's how the workout will work. As say, like a minute, if you can keep things sort of moving and unbroken or close to unbroken, you may be looking about a minute per movement. So that'd be 5 minutes per round, 8 rounds, maybe 40 minutes. And if you are doing this solo, that's maybe a nice way to look at it. Of doing this as a new exercise every 2 minutes. Okay, so if you think you can maintain sort of decent, close to unbroken pace on these movements, do a new exercise every 2 minutes, but just do 4 rounds, don't do 8 rounds, okay? Because that'll take you a very long time and be a very different workout. So you could start your clock, you do your 200 meter run, and then on 2 minutes, do your 20 thrusters and then rest, and on 4 minutes do your walking lunges. Okay, on 6 minutes go into your pull-ups or rows, and then on 8 minutes do your burpees, and then you'll start the next round on 10 minutes. Okay, you work through like that, so 4 rounds, and that'll be 40 minutes. Okay, if you're a bit slower, maybe breaking these movements up and stuff, you could do that same workout look like every minute 20, maybe even a minute 30. It's obviously a longer workout, but we'll just give you a bit more rest in between your movements. Okay, so that's your workout there. Just go through a little warm-up that you can go through, and a quick demo and key things we're looking for on your exercises there. Okay, so what we've got here, just to get you warmed up, 3 rounds of this first part. So we've just got 10 lunges, so nice quality lunges, and then a little walkout complex. So 1 walkout into a press up, into a cobra stretch, and then into like your groiner rotation each side, and then just push up into a downward dog with a toe touch each side, and then walk back in. So that's 1 like walkout complex. Then we go back to our lunges, another walkout complex. So 3 rounds of that, and then just going to go for a run or whatever you're doing for your running in the workout, and then just work 5 to 8 reps, just solid technique, get a feel for the weight and the reps, 5 to 8 reps through each of those WOD movements. Just to get you prepped and ready to go. You can kick off from there. All right, guys. Okay, so workout movements themselves. Just the main things we're looking for. So obviously you've got your running there, which you can warm up, or as I say, you can sub in like row, ski, bike, if you've got access to them. So we've got your thrusters. So for these, a couple of options. If you're working with a single weight, like kettlebell or dumbbell, you can go with that goblet position. Okay, looking for that nice solid squat, drive, lock out. Okay, or you can do that load to one side, do single arm, and just work it from there. So like we'll go for 10 reps on one side, switch arms, 10 reps on the other. So you've got options there. For that, definitely want to see a really strong squatting position. So good mechanics, coming down into the squat, and that change of direction, really important. As you come out of the squat, driving up, keeping that weight close to the body, not letting the chest drop forward, so we can get up into that nice solid overhead press. Okay, just avoiding coming up, like letting the weight pull you forward, getting a bit lazy through the midline. Okay, for your overhead walking lunges, so we're looking for just that single arm up overhead ideally. Okay, and then you can do your lunges in place for 20 reps. Yeah, if you've got the space, we can do like moving, walking lunge for 20 reps in there. Okay, so that would be 10 reps with the weight in one arm, 10 reps with the weight in the other. Again, if your weight is a bit too heavy there, you can work like 2 arm overhead lunges, okay, or bring it to the rack position, single arm or 2 arms. So you've got a bit of flexibility in there. Or even get rid of the weight completely, you know, if you find lunges pretty challenging, and get rid of the weight and 20 reps in there with body weight might work nicely for you. Okay, pull-ups or rows, so yeah, if you've got access you're comfortable with, like kipping pull-ups, you've got access to a pull-up bar, great one to get those in. If you're working strict pull-ups, and you've got good strength, like usually got half reps of what we do, kipping to 10 strict pull-ups, or we're going rowing motion, as I said, like body weight row. It's like a ring row. If you've got like something you can hold on, something solid that you can hold on and lie underneath and do that rowing motion. Okay, or we can go with a bent over row in there for 20 reps and just really work on that solid setup. There's a bit of tension through the hamstrings. I've got a good hinge forward rather than being sort of upright here. Okay, I'm going to fix that position, make sure my shoulders are engaged, get a nice solid roll all the way into the tummy and back down. Okay, so just working hard, like quality reps, getting those back muscles and pulling muscles working. And then 20 burpees to finish your round. So same as ever for those, nice solid reps, chest to deck, feet up off the floor, hand touch overhead. Okay, so there are your WOD movements, great little WOD there. So if you're after like a longer partner workout, this is a great one for you to get stuck into. As far as the warm-up goes, we've just got 3 rounds of those 10 lunges and then your walkout complex. So the walkout complex is going to be, I'm just going to start with a walkout, okay, into a press up, and then just drop the hips into a cobra. We can hang out in there and get a good stretch. Okay, and then from our cobra position, I'm just going to stride up into this groiner stretch, plant my foot, okay, and I'm going to get a rotation through there, get a nice little click through the back, do the same on the opposite leg, groiner stretch, no rush in here, hitting all these good positions, and then on the way back in, I'm just going to push through downward dog, get a toe tap, on each side and back in, okay. Fairly long complex, we're going to work a little bit of everything, get your mobility going, get some load going through your upper body in there. Okay, so yeah, great little WOD that, longer partner WOD for you all to get stuck into. Enjoy guys.